Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be talking about my 3 best tips to lose fat and build muscle. Now, during lockdown, I didn't train at all for about 4 months. All I did was eat and eat and eat. And I put on a lot of weight. I was around 114, 115 kilos after lockdown. And I'm still on my fat loss journey. I'm still about halfway to where I want to be. I am about 19 kilos down after 5 months of dieting every single day. This is pretty much it. This is what it all is. Calories in versus calories out. That's all it is. No matter what diet you do, no matter what you call it, keto, intermittent fasting, whatever you want to do, it all comes down to calories in versus calories out. Energy in, energy out. Number one, you have to find out your maintenance calories. And I'll link down some websites below that gives you a basic idea of what your maintenance calories are. But the thing is, no one knows. No website's going to know what your maintenance calories is. You're not going to know what your maintenance calories is. But it's a starting point. So you have something to start off with, and then you can tweak it depending on how you progress. So once you've got your maintenance calories, that's how much food you need to eat to maintain what you are now. You need to subtract around 300 to 500 off of that number. That puts you in a caloric deficit. Now, for me, my maintenance calories are around 2700 to 2800, and I'm right now eating around 2300 to 2400, which is about a 400 500 caloric deficit. Don't go beyond 500. 500 is the max. You want to build muscle. You don't want to lose weight too quick. So don't go over 500. I recommend starting off with about a 400 calorie deficit. Now, once you have your calories, the main thing you need to make sure you're eating every single day is protein. Now, you don't need as much protein as everyone else tells you. The latest study says you need at least 1.6 grams times your body weight in protein. So I'm about 94 kilos right now, and my protein is 150 grams of protein. So once you have your protein, your fats, and your carbs, they honestly don't matter as much. Now, it's personal preference. I don't have a steady carbs and fat macro. I just go by day. Some days I eat more fat, I keep my carbs low. Some days I eat more carbs, I keep my fats low. Whatever you prefer. If you like having more fats, if you like avocado, nuts, all those kinds of high fatty foods, go for a higher fat macro. If you like carbs, like me, I like my rice, I like pasta, really carby foods. So I like having high carbs most of my days. As long as you're hitting your calories. So as long as I'm hitting 2300 to 2400 calories and I'm hitting 150 grams of protein, the rest of my calories I can eat whatever I feel like. And most of the days it's just rice, it's protein pasta, it's bread. I still get my fats in, but my carbs are significantly higher because I like more carby foods. So it's not about the macros, it's about the calories. So as long as you're hitting your calories, you're going to lose weight. Not much, but you can build muscle. You can tone your body while cutting. While in a caloric deficit, you can put on muscle. You won't be putting on a lot of muscle, but you can put on muscle. Now, one of the most important things is don't lose weight too fast. The entire 5 months that I've been dieting, my calories has been the same, and I'm still losing weight with the same calories. So I'm going to keep those calories until I plateau. So it's been 5 months. I've still been losing weight every single week, and I'm going to stick with these calories, but don't lose weight too fast. Don't have too much of a caloric deficit. Maximum, you want to lose 1% of your body weight every week. 1% of your body weight isn't that much. So for me, 1% of my body weight is just under a kilo. And that's how much weight that I've been losing consistently. I've been losing around 800, 900 grams every week. You want to preserve and build as much muscle as you can during this period. And of course, the most important thing with tip number one is you have to track your calories. You have to track your calories. Now, there's no way around it. If you're serious about building muscle, if you're serious about losing fat, don't give me the bullshit that you can't track your calories, that you don't have time. It takes me 10 seconds to track the food that I eat on MyFitnessPal. So learn to track your calories. Number 2, have a consistent training program. There's so many programs out there. There are so many free programs out there on the internet. Just do a quick Google search, free workout program, and you'll find so many. And choose any one, but stick to it. Do it 100% and do it for as long as it goes. Don't try changing it up. Stick to that program. Do it 100%. It should motivate you to train. You should enjoy your program. I genuinely enjoy the pumps that I get doing a push-pull leg split. I enjoy training push-pull legs. It beats me up. It's hard. It's challenging. And that's why I love it. It motivates me to train every single day. Almost every single day, 6 days a week. But stick to a program. Find any program you want, but stick to it. I recommend doing push-pull legs because as a natural, if you guys are natural, doing push-pull legs hits your muscle twice a week. It hits every single muscle twice a week, more volume, and you're going to be progressing faster. It's better to hit a muscle 2 times a week than once a week. That's just my opinion. Choose what you enjoy, but stick to that program. I don't recommend walking into a gym, not knowing what to do, just winging it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Find a program, have a plan. Don't walk into a gym without a workout plan. Know exactly what kind of exercises you're doing. Stick to that program. Tip number 3, don't restrict your food too much. Now, this is one of the biggest mistakes that I've made in the past, restricting my food too much and following a bland diet. A really bland diet I did not enjoy. Now, when you want to lose weight, when you want to build muscle, it's honestly a lifestyle change. You change everything. You don't just diet for a certain period of time and then go off it. No, you change your whole life. You have to get into a healthy habit. You have to eat healthy every single day. And ever since that I've gone vegan, people might think that my food's restrictive, but it's actually the opposite. It's opening me up to a whole new world of plant-based eating. I like experimenting with my food. I like trying out different sorts of foods. There's so many foods that I can choose from, that I can try out. Healthy foods that use lentils, chickpeas, herbs, seeds, all kinds of plant-based foods, whole foods plant-based. To experiment with different kinds of foods. I strongly recommend cooking your own food. If you don't know how to cook your own food, learn to cook your own food. Especially if you live with family, parents, you have to cook your own food. I've made videos on this before. There's no way around it. You have to learn how to cook your own food. You have to learn to cook your own food. You have to enjoy the foods you're eating. Otherwise, you're not going to stick to it. You're not going to end up losing fat because you're going to hate your diet. You're going to hate the foods you're eating. It's going to be bland. You don't want that. You want foods that you would eat even if you weren't dieting. So the foods that I'm eating right now are the same foods that I would be eating if I wasn't dieting. Especially the foods that I'm eating, caloric dense foods. It's really filling and it honestly doesn't feel like I'm dieting, which is why I've been so successful so far in my fat loss journey, because I've just been eating foods that I absolutely love. So experiment with your food. Don't restrict your food too much. It's not a diet. Don't think you can do this for about 6, 12 weeks, 15 weeks and then jump off. No, it is a lifestyle change. If you're serious about wanting to put on muscle and burn fat, you have to do it long term. It is a long term thing. Health and fitness is a long term. It is a lifestyle thing. It's a life thing. So don't think that your diet's only going to be for 3 months. No, it is a long term plan. So I'm halfway where I want to be. So after I've completely finished cutting, I predict it's going to take me 10 months of cutting, which is a long time. And that's the sort of long-term goal you have to be looking at. It is a lifestyle change. So even after you've finished cutting, gotten to where you want to be, you still have to maintain, you still have to put in the work, still have to eat the foods, you still have to train as hard. So look at it as a lifestyle change. Find your calories, have a consistent training program, and don't restrict your food. Enjoy your food. Those are my 3 biggest tips for fat loss and building muscle. I really hope this video helps you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below if you guys have any kind of questions. I will be more than happy to help. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.